All right, and we live now. So this is Homeroom with Smooth, episode 23. So I got with me Penn Davis, you know what I'm saying? A rapper out of Arkansas, correct? Right.
Correct, correct.
Yeah. So yeah, just give him a brief rundown of yourself, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, what you doing out here and how you making moves.
What up, bro? My name is Malcolm Pennington, but I go by the name of Penn Davis. 25-year-old rapper from Little Rock, Arkansas. I'm no masterpiece, but I'm no disaster piece at the same time. That's what I tell people when they're getting into the vibe, whatever. I'm kind of, I'm just myself, man. And if you like my music, you like it. And if you don't, you don't. But I'm out here really just trying to spread a little positivity on some tips, man. Like, I don't know, just trying to be a balance to what I listen to, man.
Right, right.
Talking on life.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that, man. And to kind of like piggyback off what you're saying, like just being yourself and being unique. Like I can say that from listening to your album a couple of times, because I just said this past episode, like because I told them I was going to do this. I was like, yo, like he's one, like you're one of the few people, bro. Like I go to listen to you because I enjoy listening. Like I'm not going to listen to like be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give, you know what I'm saying, some streams to this person, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to show support. Like, no, I actually just enjoy listening. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
Like,
it.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't plug you in a couple of my music groups because your music is like of quality. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't get clowned out of there. Like, people was like, okay, like I'm rocking with this. I'm fucking with this. Like,
Yeah, that's what
you know
we
what I'm
like to
saying?
hear. Yeah,
Yeah. Cause yeah, man. Like I could tell you, like for sure. Like yeah, it's definitely a change of pace. You know, like you give me like man, what was I thinking about? What's some cat's name? I got it. Earth. So you give me like this Earth Gang type feel, but it's
okay.
different. Like you're totally different. Like it's something else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? But I feel like one of them is like kind of like you, not both of them, but one of them is kind of like you, but
Somewhere in there.
you
Yeah.
got your own like thing with it, you know?
Yeah, man. I've always been bro. Every time people talk or compare me to artists, I've never gotten Earth Gang, but I've always gotten a Dreamville artist. It's a different Dreamville artist every time, or a TDE artist. You know what I'm saying? It's one of
Mhm.
those two. And I'm a fan of both, you know what I'm saying? So shoot, bro, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. But yeah, to bring it back a bit though, to like kind of like get into your background. So like kind of like tell us something, some more about you, like how you got to rapping and how you like, what how'd you like what made you think that you could like rap? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was it? You know?
Where it started. Okay, we gotta jump back, man. I've been having these rhymes in my head ever since I was a shorty, all the way back,
Yeah.
man. Look at P Smooth. I see P Smooth rocking right there.
You're right.
Man, I've been in this, man, bro. When I was a kid, man, my uncle was my biggest role model in my life. When I was like 5. And I remember riding around with him, you know what I'm saying? And like I would just see him as a larger than life figure. And he used to play like LL Cool J, man. I'm talking about I Can't Live Without My Radio, Rock the
Mhm.
Bells. No rapper can rap quite like I can. I take a muscle bound man, put his face in the sand. And these are real
Yeah.
cheesy rhymes for the scheme now. But my uncle was like, he was from that time period. So we'd be
Yeah.
riding around and he'd be like freestyling on top of these beats. And then I'm like, how is he doing that? And so, I'm like 5. I'm like, yo, man, teach me how to do this, man. I can do this. I'm telling you. And I remember him, he just saying, they used to call me J Bug. He's like, J Bug, go ahead and spit. And I was like, what? And so I remember trying to freestyle. And over time, he just taught me the art of freestyling, like right off the top on the spot. And
Hmm.
that was me from 5 to 12. And my cousin, I had another older cousin, and he was like, bro, you're pretty nice at this, man. You should start writing them down. He was like, do you know what bars are? I never heard of bars. I never knew about song
Yeah.
structure, nothing. And he taught me the structure of how to write a 16. Like when somebody says, "Hey, bro, you got a 16," that's 16 bars, but that's a 16 measures like music. So he taught me how to
Hmm.
do that. And when he first taught me, You remember, I'm telling you, I'm listening to LL Cool J. I'm still rapping like that. But the year I'm rapping like 1988, but it's
Right.
2000 and 2007. You know what I'm saying? So I'm rapping like my first rap was a millionaire. You can try me like Ric Flair. I take on anyone who dares or even cares. The rhymes you spit make my eardrum sick because I'm clean as a whistle and that snow. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
how I
yeah,
was
yeah.
rapping, bro. And over time, man, my uncle started showing me more music. He started showing me Spice One. This is another cat from the 90s. Spice One could tell crazy stories, man. Spice One got a song called 187 Proof. And he tells a murder story, but
Hmm.
each character in the story is named after a different alcohol brand. So he says, I used to know a bitch named ENJ. E
Hmm.
had the 9, J the AK. Officer
Hmm.
Martini wiped up the body and all fingers pointed at Blunt and Bacardi. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like doing that, and I heard that, and I was like, yo, this is wavy. And so I started rapping like him. I was telling stories, but I was telling these super gangster like story, but I never lived that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I was telling stories like that. And then shoot, one day, man, I got to high school still rapping like this. I'm getting better. And somebody started
Mhm.
comparing me to Lupe Fiasco. I never heard of him.
Okay. Okay.
Ever. So I
Oh,
started. You said what?
no, I'm saying okay, okay, yeah, I can see where they got the comparison. Yeah, I can see that.
Bro, I never heard of him. And so people started calling me that when I was like in ninth grade. I'm like, who is this? You know, I'm still on this gangster, grimy rap. I'm like, bro, I'm
Yeah,
from the streets. And I'm not even from, yeah,
yeah,
but I wanted to be like that. And so I went and listened to him and I'm hearing him rap so slick, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, but he's saying something that's cool. And
yeah.
so when I started to really get into him and the content, that's when I started to shift over from I took the storytelling abilities and the freestyling abilities I built up and I put them, I was like, what if I had content that was relevant, that could touch somebody's life? And
Hmm.
that's when the spark went off in me. And that spark didn't happen if it wasn't for my ninth grade English teacher. She taught me how to do that. And that was that. That's
Hmm.
it. So, my whole rap career, it revolved around mentors, man, from my uncle to my cousin to my ninth grade English teacher. All three of those people are still in my life today.
Okay, okay. So when did you first start actually like recording? When was your first time you went to a studio?
Oh, man. My first time going into the studio, and I still recorded the same studio because me and bro have built up such a great relationship.
That's
So
crazy.
anything you hear, unless I'm featured on somebody's stuff, if I'm featured on somebody's stuff, I go and rock at their studio or something like that.
Hmm.
If it's my song, anything you hear comes from Drum Music Studios. That's my big bro YK. YK got me in the studio when I was 12 years old. And
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? He normally charges cats, but he was just like, he said I was nice. And he gave
Hmm.
me, an opportunity when I was like from 12. When I was 12, I did a remix. People was rapping over other people's beats at that time.
Hmm.
I did a remix to Dear Summer by Jay-Z. That's my
Okay.
first recorded rap or whatever. And I wrote it about a friend I fell out with. I called it Dear We, like W-E, because I was like, bro, I
Hmm.
really miss my dog. Um, and what I'm saying, by the time I was 16, I've been recording for 4 years. He just put out a whole mixtape for me, like let me record for free. Now, when I got grown, I had to start paying for it, but it's just the chemistry, bro. When I go and record at other
Hmm.
places, I'm cool there, but like me and bro got like it's a relationship, bro. We got like a real good
Yeah.
bond or whatever. I go in there, I can joke, I can play around because I like to do that. Like I'm a real
Yeah.
funny dude if I'm comfortable around you.
Right.
If I'm not, I go in the studio and I say, I make a joke. I think it's funny. And the engineer just looking like, yeah, bro, go ahead and lay your verse down. Energy feels weird. So I still stick with my dog, bro.
Hmm.
That's 12 years old, bro. I'm 25 now, so that's 13 years.
Man, that's a long time, but that's good, man. And I'm just glad, you know what I'm saying, like people in Arkansas showing love to one another, you know what I'm saying, because we
Right.
need a lot more of that,
We do.
for sure. Um, but let me think. So okay, so you started. That was your first time in the studio. So
Right.
when what was your first like official like this is my record that I want to push?
Oh man. Like I say, man. Okay. So before I was Penn Davis, before my name was Penn Davis, whatever,
Hmm.
my name is Malcolm Pennington Jr. That's my government name.
Yeah.
So before I was Penn Davis, I was MP2. That's the
Okay.
Malcolm Pennington II. That sounds so terrible, but
Yeah.
MP2, that's what I was rocking with. And
Yeah.
so when I was in 11th grade, me and one of my bros, his name is, I call him Cooper Banks or whatever.
Hmm.
We had, I recorded my mixtape and I was like, man, I'm gonna call this acapella melodies. It's gonna be fly, it's gonna be cool, it's gonna be wavy. And so we started, you know what I'm saying, pushing that. And we was like on every different platform. Like this is before Instagram and everything was really popping like that. So we go into like just random blog sites, like, you know, submitting our stuff, man. It's crazy. LL Cool J used to have a website called Boom Dizzle. We submitted it on Boom Dizzle and we won like this whole little competition. The winner of the competition, you get to go see LL Cool J to sit in the studio session with him. So we win the competition, and the terrible part about it is I did it without I grew up with my aunt. I did it without her permission. So she found out, she was like, no, you're not going anywhere. And I was like, God. But we won the competition, bro. We really won the competition.
Wait, no,
Yes,
no,
yes, bro.
no.
Cause I called myself being slick, bro. I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? You 16, you think you grown, bro. So it came back to bite me.
No, but no, that's crazy. She got to understand that one. She got
She,
to understand that was
man,
that, yeah, yeah. Like
I,
okay, like I feel it. I feel what she was doing, but at the same
right?
time, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe that might have, you know what I'm saying? Like in a greater universe thing, that might have stifled your growth. You know,
Maybe.
her holding you back might have been a blessing.
But man, my aunt was mad strict, bro. But like as I got older, I appreciated her for it because she instilled a lot of values in me, bro.
Mhm.
That I wouldn't have today. You know what I'm saying? She was more strict than like my homies, like my homies' moms. So I used to go over to my homies' houses, and I'm like, man, moms are so chill, moms are so chill. But you know what I'm saying? I got away from the neighborhood for a minute, and I started to reconnect with people like a couple of months ago. And when you catch up with them, and not knocking these guys because these are my dogs and I love them, but when you catch up to them, it's like, man, bro, in certain ways, these guys are still respectable people who I admire, but in other ways, I really dodged the bullet that I wouldn't have dodged had I not had her being so strict.
Right, right. And I feel that. I feel that for sure. Feel that for sure. So okay. So that was your first. That was the first record that you put. So I guess I guess I'll change the question and ask this. So what's the first song that you put out like as like this is a song for Penn Davis? Like this is something that
Oh,
you were
ooh,
proud of and you understand behind.
ooh, for Penn Davis. Oh man. Penn Davis wasn't something that I made until my junior year of college.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh man, I'm trying to think. Because the first song that I recorded and I was like, yo, this is gonna be Penn Davis's song. It was called Walls.
Mm-hmm.
And it was about like the difficulties between a relationship. Like there's a wall between this man and this woman trying to communicate with each other. And that was the first song, but I didn't put it out because it was a video. I paid this guy to shoot the video, and he kind of like just threw me something, and it was terrible. So my first single, bro, I don't even remember. Um, I put out an album. Though. I never put out a single though. I put out an album. That's what it
Okay.
was. My
Okay.
first album was Sober Nights. That's the first project for Penn Davis that I put out.
Okay.
Sober Nights, and I put that out in 2018. So this is 2 years ago. My first
Okay.
project ever. Um, and it was about 17 songs, bro. It was actually a soundtrack because I wrote a movie to go to it. I just never had the budget to record it, bro. I be
That's
having these
crazy.
mad ideas. I wrote a movie, and then like when I wrote the movie, I was like, bro, this really would be cool if it had a soundtrack to go with it. So a lot of people don't know that because when they listen to the album, it's like, oh, it's just an album. It's like, no, bro, I have like in my notebook, there's a script. In my notebook, there's a script that goes along that this is just supposed to be music that plays in certain scenes, bro.
That's crazy. That's
So one
crazy.
day, man, I'm telling you, when I get enough like of a budget to do it, one day I want to go back just for the culture and shoot that, like the whole movie.
I feel that. I feel that. That'd be dope. That'd be real dope. That'd be real dope.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Okay. Okay. So we didn't did like a big, you know what I'm saying? Enough like origin stuff.
Mhm.
So for pins by you. So how did that come about?
The creation of it.
Yeah, how did that come about?
Okay. So man, you know what I'm saying? Boom. I dropped Sober Nights. Sober Nights is in 2018, bro. 2 years fly by. You know what I'm saying? I had this grandiose idea, man. I always thought I was nice with this music. I try to be humble, but I always been like, bro, I'm nice. I'm gonna just drop my first album, and I'm gonna be famous and rich, and everybody gonna know who I am. And it didn't work like that. So when I dropped Sober Nights in 2018, bro, I just went through a long battle of like, man, people don't really rock with me like that. You know, and I had this, and this I think it's a thing a lot of artists have, bro. I had this like really entitled opinion that because I was talented, I deserved something,
Right.
right? And since I was talented and I didn't get it, then people, and this is in my head, people aren't appreciative of the art that
Okay.
I put out. And so I'm just not gonna put out anything. That was my mindset.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not a good thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is me growing. Like I'm so past this now. But so boom, 2 years have flown. I put out a few singles here and there, but I haven't put out a project because I'm like people don't appreciate my stuff, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? They want something else. And I'm throwing like a pity fit, like, yo, the world hates me and my music isn't as good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So after telling myself that nobody wants my music for so long, I'm saying that out loud. I'm not telling me that. I'm saying it out loud. My mind starts to kind of like believe this, bro. So it takes it and it internalizes it.
Right.
And out of nowhere, I noticed the esteem that I have for myself. Like I was a super talented rapper. It just boom, boom. It's just going down, down, and down. And so I get, to a point where I'm like, man, I'm really not good at all. So why am I asking people to listen to my stuff? I'm not talented. So I stopped believing in myself for a long time. And I know you asked about Penn's bike. It's full circle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah. No, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
um
Go ahead. It's important.
so I'm starting to lose all my belief in myself. I remember I was trying to court this young lady, man, and like I would just make all these self-deprecate. It didn't work out, but I see why I did because I was making all these self-deprecating jokes. And she was like, "Why do you do that?" And I'm like, "It's just jokes." She was like, "It's not just jokes." And the more I thought about it, I was like, "Man, these aren't just jokes. I actually believe what I'm saying." And so I sat back for a minute, man, and I just started saying, "All right, bro, you got to start at zero." And that's my mentality now. I got to start every day. I start off with zero. Yesterday didn't exist, and tomorrow hasn't come yet. So start right here. And
Mhm.
so when I was creating Pens by You, the idea hit me, man. I was just studying like water. Like I've always been a fan of how water works, bro. Like water is one thing that everybody needs to survive. I'm looking through like different bodies of water. I see oceans, I see lakes, but then I see bayou. And the definition for a bayou is a body of water whose currents are always either moving back or forth, but they're never stagnant. So they're always moving, whether they're progressing or regressing, but
Mhm.
they're never just in one, you know what I'm saying? They're never just still.
Right.
And when I thought about it, that's my life up to this point, bro. I've either been progressing and
Mhm.
thinking I'm getting better, or I've been regressing and my self-esteem has been low. So I'm from this spot called Woodson. So my name is Penn, bro. I'm happening to ride through Woodson and I notice a bridge, and the name of the bridge is Penn's Bayou. So right underneath the bridge is this bayou that belongs to this Penn character. I'm born in 1995. The bridge on there says built in 1995. So I'm like, this is spookier and spookier.
Right.
So I just said, bro, I'm gonna create an album about this and call it Penn's Bayou. So when you hear the album, and people, this is a little Easter egg I dropped in there. When you listen to it, I purposefully made it sound. I wanted it to sound like a wave. So
Mhm.
there's like starts off with a slow song. The next song is energetic. Slow song, energetic. Slow song, energetic. And that's because that's me. That's the back and forth. That's the duality, and it's all about, you know what I'm saying, overcoming self doubt. The first song is like testing the waters. And the last song is Reflections. When you look in that water and you really see who you are you able to, you know what I'm saying, acknowledge your good and your bad? And are you able to appreciate all of it? And that's where I was at with Penn's Body.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I feel that. I feel that. And you know what? In you saying that, the way you're saying it, like I'm really thinking back to the album, and I'm like, that makes sense. That actually makes so much sense. That makes so much sense because I at one point, like I was like, I'm like listening to the sequencing, and I'm like, yo, I'm like, okay, and it's going like it was doing that, and I'm like, why did he choose to do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it was a bad thing. It flowed perfectly together, but I was just like, how did this even come? But so that yeah that's
yeah, it was intentional, bro.
yeah, that's good to know. That's good to know. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't give that level of like thought in detail. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing that with your project that I liked. You know what I'm saying? Like you could tell the thought and detail was there from the production because it all flowed together. It wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna throw a random reggae song in here. You know what I'm saying? To reach that audience. Like, no,
Yeah,
like purely focused on the music and was like, what would make this a great project to push my artistic ideals, you know?
right, right, right. And that's
Um,
what it was about, man.
hmm yeah,
But go ahead.
so I guess so next thing is what's your favorite song on there?
My favorite song. Oh snap. Okay. Dang, it varies. Sometimes it's the front slash how I feel. Because for me, that was like a real like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh snap, I've never done a song. If you listen to that song, it's got two beats on it. It's got a
Yeah,
transition. I've never done that. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
like, so you know what I'm saying? And those are two beats that I selected. They were made by different people, and I just kind of together. I was like, cool. But my favorite song currently is Reflections, bro, because I was transparent. It's a certain level of openness that I've never been able to be.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? That's that. I was like, bro, like I really put out a song and I talk to people because when I put out that song, I said in that
Mhm.
song, I was like, bro, people gonna skip this. This song is 7 minutes long. You know what I'm saying? 7 minutes. But when I put out the album, that was the song everybody was listening to. I was
Yeah,
like,
it was man,
go ahead.
listen, let me tell you, like that song resonates with people, bro. Like real talk. Cause even I found myself like I'm like, hold on. Like I was just running it back. I'm like, dude was saying like normally like cause I got to the point where I'm like, okay, there's no way he's saying something the entire time. Like so I just was listening. I was listening for you. I was honestly on there on some critique shit. I'm
Yeah,
like, yo, like just to see like you know what I'm saying? Like, what am I really listening to? I'm like, yo, this dude really ain't like missed a bar like in here. Like everything is going together to talk about something else. Like it chained all the way together, and that's like another thing I like. Like the bar structure is there. Like you know what I'm saying? You're
hey,
not like you're not like putting stuff together just for the sake of it just being together. Like
for it to rhyme or some shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Oh, this rhymes nice. Like, but what did that mean to the bar before that, and what did that mean to the bar after it? Like, no,
after, yeah,
yeah, like
it's
everything,
sequencing, bro.
yeah, continued itself. Like I can tell how you got from point A to point B.
Right, right. I mean, that's what, bro. I had to get out of that, man, because I have what it's a thing. It's like rapper stamina. Like rap is like a sport, bro. Like songwriting is like a sport. And the longer you go, it's like running on the treadmill. You in the first verse, second verse, you kind of slowing down. And third verse, it's like, oh man, I'm ready for this to be over with. But I had to push myself out of that, bro. So like, because once you get to that, when that stamina start wearing out for me, that's when the filler bars come in. That's when I might start saying something like, "Yo, let me kill it like it's never been done because I gotta keep killing." I'm not saying nothing, but I'm just like I'm just trying to fill this empty space, or I might repeat two bars or something. You know what I'm saying? But I had to push myself out of that because I started noticing my favorite rappers, no bar is wasted. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's like bench pressing, man. Like the more you do it, the more it starts to come to you. Like you're gonna be weak when you first start off. You might be able to bench just the bar. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? A month later, you might be able to bench the bar plus 50 more pounds, and you keep going. and boom, you at 350. I ain't gonna never be at 350, but boom, you at 350. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's how I treat it, bro. This is an exercise.
Facts, facts. So how'd you go about picking your features?
For the album,
Yeah, how'd you go about picking your features?
okay. So man, the album, man, I'm gonna say this without stepping on any toes. I'm trying to. It's a real. I don't know, man. So I'm gonna try to say this without like offending anybody.
Right.
With me, with me. 9 times, I ain't gonna say that. Half the time when I reach out to people to get like a feature, I'll get like oh yeah, like yo, let's work. And then I'll send them the song or I'll send them something. And most of those people never ever hit me back. And I'd be like, dang, man, well, maybe the song was terrible. You know what I'm saying? And that was like, that's been a long going problem. I'm like, man, maybe I'm not a likable person. I don't know what it is. But I never usually get verses back. So what I've done, I stopped searching for those people who I wanted on songs or whatever who were artists. And what I did is I looked at the people who support me, the people who help me out. I never call people fans because I'm not like fans.
Mm-hmm.
I have a support system, people who support me.
Right.
And I was like, man, like this person can really sing. They're not a singer, they're not recording songs, but they can really sing. I would love for you to come sing on my project. And that means a lot to a supporter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I support dude, and he thinks I'm cool enough to be on his project.
Right.
And that's how I do it. My dog Al Cavani, who's on Be Without You,
Yeah.
that's one of my closest friends, bro. So like, he just we've always been bros, man. So he learned how to rap. He does all my videos, like all my music videos. So like, he just did the features for that one. Who else is on that project? I
Uh,
really think
Victoria, Kimber.
Victoria. Yeah, Victoria. Victoria has always been in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Every time I come in the studio, she's like just chilling there. And so I'm like, yo, she sings. You hear her sing, and it's like, yo, bro, come on, hop in here, bro. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? And so she sings, and Victoria's like, she's working on a project now because she's really finding that, you know what I'm saying, that comfort.
Right.
And she's killing it. But that was that, you know what I'm saying? Now though, since that album's been out, I'm not talking. I hope not to sound like I have illusions of grandeur or anything like that. But it's at a point now where like a lot of the people who I thought I couldn't get collabs from, um, I can get them now. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like, I think they needed a more recent body of work to see, because some people, I get it. Like when some people reach out to class, like, I don't know if I really like bro music like that. Let me hear what he got. Because I get that all the time. And I'd be like, I don't really like how this sound, but I do it anyways. I do it out of love. But yeah. So like for my next project, bro, I got a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? Like I got people. I got some really really dope artists on this. Like, I had dope artists on the last album, but I have dope artists on this one too, outside of just my inner friend group.
Also, just so you don't, just so I don't let you forget them. So lyric.
Lyric. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, man. Lyric. I just happened to reach out to her. Lyric wasn't recording songs. She told me she recorded one song before. And I just reached out to Lyric like, yo, I used to see Lyric. She'd be on like Snapchat or Instagram. Lyric has a larger than life personality. I really like that about her. So she's like real funny, but she'd be like singing, and I'm like, she joking because she's really good at it.
Yeah.
And her name just so happens to be Lyric. And so I was like, yo, bro, I wrote this song and you would sound so good on it. And so she was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Send it to me. So I met up with her. I showed her the idea. She practiced for like 2 days. She sent me like a voice memo. I was like, how does this sound? It sounds fantastic. We go to the studio where I record at. And it was her first time. Well, she said that's her second time ever being in the studio. And she killed it, and it sounded fantastic. You know what I'm saying? That's reflections. Like I say, she was. I'm underneath it. I'm in a in a room full of mirrors. But she is really like, you know what I'm saying? And if you listen to the verses, she's in the background. I can't do that. She sounds fantastic though, bro.
Yeah.
She's wonderful. And man, hopefully, man, I can have Lyric on other projects. She told me whenever I meet her, just reach out to her. So she's a cool person.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Y'all definitely got to link again for sure, man. For sure. Cause that song
Yeah.
gets fired. Like y'all did y'all thing together. Like the chemistry was there. Like with all of them, like nobody felt out of place. That's why I felt the need to ask you. Cause I'm like, how did you like get the right energy in there?
Well, yeah, bro. I don't force nothing, bro. I don't force nothing. Nothing. It's when it comes to this music stuff, bro. It's this is like it sounds cliche, but this is energy, bro. I asked you once, you know what I'm saying? Will you help me? And if you say no, I'm not like, yo, bro, I can't stand Smooth, bro. I can't believe he said, cool. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Because I want it to come from a genuine place of, yo, I'm helping you out, and not, oh man, I can't believe I got to do this Penn feature, man. But I already told him I was gonna do it. Cause when you get it like that, people hop in the studio and they just be like, whatever, let me go ahead and knock this out.
Man, look, I feel you because it's the same way with this podcast. Like getting guests, like you know what I'm saying. Like I've only asked like twice if people were interested in being on. Like, and it's just
Mhm.
a random post. Like I'm not like necessarily like that's how I got started. Like I wasn't reaching out to people. I just sent out a little thing and I was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Who's interested? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because whoever's interested is definitely going to give you number one, they time. Number two, they're gonna give you the correct energy. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They gonna bring everything they have to the table because this is something that they want to do. Like when you
Right.
make somebody do something, it's like, you know what I'm saying, it's not as good. You know what I'm saying?
Of
Even if you
course, man.
where you was paying them, it's still not gonna be that same level as somebody just coming in there and saying, yo, I really want to fuck with you. You know?
Mhm.
Like,
Correct. I agree.
yeah. But let me think. What else, man? Because we talked about so much the other night. I'm trying to call back to it. Cause
Man,
you said some real stuff the other night. Like I was like, man, I should have recorded that. Like that's what I thought once I got off. I was like, I should have
it's like,
recorded.
man, this conversation, let's jump to it, man. Let's talk, bro. What's
Uh,
up?
um, man, I'm trying to think, man. I'm honestly trying to think now, man. But shoot, man. So okay, so going forward, what can like musically, like what do you got? What you got like lined up? You know what I'm saying? What do you see like? You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to make you like put yourself on the clock because you're not on the clock. Your project, you know what I'm saying, still has, you know what I'm saying, like life in it. You know what I'm saying? It's still growing. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, like what's the next direction you see yourself and like what would you like to see the next project do? You know?
All right. So here you go, man. I said like this. All right. So Sober Nights, man. Sober Nights was a that was my first project. You know what I'm saying? That was just me kind of like, you know, coming out here like, yo, I can rap, I can rap, I can rap. I gotta show you I can rap, 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 rap. You
Mm-hmm.
know, but then Penn's Bayou was like, yo, I'm a person and I'm struggling to find some kind of self-worth. You know what I'm saying? At 25, I feel like most people had it's like a quarter life crisis. That's what I've termed it. It's a
Yeah.
quarter life crisis, bro.
Yeah.
Like because especially like right after like college, or even if you didn't go to college, but just right around that 23, 24, 25, you start to see life a little different than when you did when you was 18, 19 years old. And you're like, am I where I want to be at? Why am I not where I want to be at? And then you go pull out your phone on Twitter or Instagram or whatever, and you see your homeboy or somebody who might not be your homeboy, somebody you know doing what you think is better. You know what I'm saying? And you start it's a slippery downhill slope. So that's Penn's Bayou.
Mm,
But this next project, man, I'll say this. I hadn't really found my confidence. And I haven't, you know, my first project, I was cocky. Like I was like, yo, y'all need to understand that I'm nice. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
On my second project, I got humbled. But on this project, man, I done found my confidence, bro. My dogs, they tell me they keep it a buck with me, you know what I'm saying, with this music. I don't have yes man in my corner. They
right.
say, bro, this is the hardest stuff you've written ever. You know what I'm saying? Ever. And it's not I'm not on it trying to convince people that I'm talented or trying to prove people that I'm worthy of
Mm-hmm.
something. I'm not on here telling you, yo, I'm struggling. I'm telling you, yo, look, bro, I went through the mud, bro. My whole life I've been through the mud, man. but I came out shining, you know, and I'm still like, you know what I'm saying? I don't walk away from teaching, you know what I'm talking about? Like
Right.
I walked away from a stable career to
Mm.
really pursue what it is I want to do. And
Right.
that's the next project, man. Like I walked away like it's if you ever ask people, man, like I said the other day, if you ever ask people what they do as an occupation versus what they want to do,
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10, it's a different answer.
Right.
It shouldn't be that way. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be that way. You have talents, you have natural interest. Why can't, you know, we should be able to capitalize on those type of interests, but we were never taught that. We were taught to be, you know, to get something that's going to sustain us and our family. So that's where people live and operate from. And that want to provide for yourself and your family starts to build your fear of what happens if this job that you don't like is
Mm-hmm.
part. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we at on this next project, bro.
Okay, I feel it. I feel it. I feel it, man. I feel it because honestly, I found myself in the same space, bro.
Right,
Like this, like I'm like, yo, this is something that I want to do. This is something that I like doing. You know what I'm saying? I clearly, you know what I'm saying, invest in myself, my time, my resources into it. I'm like, I gotta make this. I gotta find a way to make this profitable to
right,
you know what I'm saying? To where like I can, it's now what I use. It's now like my joy, and it's also like putting food on the table as well.
mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like I'm going to work. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't feel a struggle. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
To do a podcast with somebody, to do an interview. Like I don't
right.
feel no struggle. Like it comes natural.
Right. And it should, bro. That's how, and you know what I'm saying? Doing people, they get it twisted, man. They, you know what I'm saying? Doing what you want to do doesn't necessarily mean going out to be an entrepreneur. Some people don't want to be an entrepreneur, but
Mhm.
you might be working as a secretary. And if you love being a secretary, cool, but you might really hate being a secretary, but
Mhm.
you really want to be an anthropologist.
Yeah.
Let's get it popping, bro. Go be an anthropologist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was a history major, and I always thought it would have been cool to be an archaeologist. You know what I'm saying? I thought that's just like such a cool job, but I never really had the guts to go chase it. You know what I'm saying? Because I started punching in those numbers and college stuff, and it's like, oh man, I'm out. You know, bro, just go do it. The money will come. You know what I'm saying? The
Mm.
money will come. That's how I feel about this music. I never want to be like, you know what I'm saying, like richest person ever off this music. I
Mm.
just want to know to where I can, my main goal has always been to provide for my family, bro, provide for my moms, give my whole family a life that they've never, I'm sorry, a life that they've never seen. You know what I'm saying? And that's enough money that I need, man. Money to me, money's not even a blessing, bro. Money is just, a means to an end.
Man, couldn't have said it better myself. Couldn't have said that better myself.
It's not, bro. I dude, go ahead.
Man, I'm telling you, like for real, like this year, although you know what I'm saying, like this has been a bad year for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
but for me, it's the opposite. Like I literally found myself at times, like I woke up, I looked at my bank account, and I went, I'm like, what do I really want to do? Because I have enough to go do whatever it is. I can
Mm-hmm.
go. You know what I'm saying? And then I found myself, you know what I'm saying, like, okay, like I'm like, I'm like, this does not make me happy because I'm still, you know what I'm saying? I found myself, I was still sad though. Like I had the money to do whatever I wanted to do, but I was still sad. I was not happy. I wasn't complete,
Bro,
so
bro,
I had to dig deeper in myself and go, okay, so what is it that I really want? Because it's not money.
bro, it's not. I'm telling, bro, dude, check it out, man.
Yeah,
This is my philosophy, bro, because I've been toying with this idea for the last week. It's been on my mind, bro.
yeah.
All right, and so, bro, like I say, money is a means to an end, but a lot of the times we
Mm,
get it confused and equate money to being a blessing. Money, if you have enough of it, money opens the opportunity for you to do things and things that you've never done. That's the only good part of it. And even if you break it down even deeper, I like depending on your religious backgrounds or whatever. I'm personally a Christian, but let's say that you're not a Christian or anything like that. But if you even open up most religious texts, any religious text, man, most of them never, ever, ever equate money to being blessed, bro. The Bible says, and I don't know where it's from, and I'm not trying to sound like a preacher. It's one part in the Bible where it literally says it's easier for a camel to get through the eye of a needle than
Yeah.
it is for a rich man to get to heaven, bro.
Yeah.
So if it says that, what makes you think that money is a blessing, bro? But
Mm-hmm.
so much of what we equate goodness to, we equate to money. The Bible even says like, the Bible says that heaven has streets of gold. I think that's a man-made thing because I
Yeah.
don't I don't think God cares about gold. It's like it's you know what I'm saying? That sounds crazy, and maybe I'm not explaining it all the way, but bro, like if you live your life chasing money, bro, I promise you, you won't be happy. You'll be frustrated because
Yeah.
when you get it, it's not going to be enough. You're going to want more of it. And you're
Mm-hmm.
going to be mad at yourself when you can't get more of it. And that's just going to eat up. Maybe I'm not doing something right. Maybe it's something wrong with me. Why does so and so have this and I don't? Yeah, and that's what it becomes. It's just an endless cycle of self-doubt. Anytime you put your value into material items, you know what I'm saying, chains, money, um, anything that I can physically touch, when you put it into stuff like that, um, step by step, you're just gonna find yourself like losing yourself, bro. And I've been through all that, bro. I've been through all that.
Man, I feel that for sure, man. Yeah, yeah, no, no, yeah, yeah, yeah. Man, like, bro, like for real, like, cause I went from, man, to give you a little background on me. Like, I went from being like broke, like I was like, I had a part time gig, and I was getting 40 hours, like every 2 weeks, like not a week, like every 2 weeks, I was getting 40 hours. So them,
Shoot,
so them checks was nothing, nothing,
terrible.
nothing, and there was nothing I could do about it. There was no OT coming, nothing. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? To where I had a full time job. You know what I'm saying? I was getting paid more, and I was getting full time, and then I went to with benefits. Then I went to, you know what I'm saying, like where I'm at now, and I'm like all the whole time, like along the way, I'm like, okay, I got more, but my my happiness level like peaked off somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And I got to figure out what did I change, you know what I'm saying? And what did I stop doing? Like what did I stop pursuing? You know what I'm saying? Where I stopped being happy with myself, you know, like and not with anybody else, with myself. And I
right,
think a lot of people lose that, like with yourself, like because you're the one that you have to go to bed with at night. You know what
right.
I'm saying? Nobody has to live with you. Like this is the biggest killer of everybody. This
Everybody, bro. I'm right here with you. I totally agree, wholeheartedly, bro. This is a man. It's the crisis of our time, bro. Because like I say, comparison is the thief of joy. And so much of what
Mhm,
we have, we gotta compare it to others. Even though this is a individual, life is an individual process. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
And that doesn't mean that you live by yourself. If I find a young lady who I'm lucky enough to, you know what I'm saying, be with, she still has her individual life. I have my world, she has her world, like this, and we just build a bridge over into each other's worlds, and we
Yeah,
meet on that bridge sometimes. But for
yeah,
the most part, you still have your own world to attend to, and
yeah.
that's all in here, bro. And it's all about you. And that sounds terrible. That sounds awful. I know it does, but I heard somebody say, bro, you gotta be selfish when it in those aspects of your life. Because if you're not, so much of what we taught to give to others. We taught to do all this for other people. But that's okay. But when you're not doing for yourself, bro, that's when it's gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen a dude say, you'll open the door for somebody, bro. You know what I'm saying? Somebody opened the door for you, my bad. And like, I don't know, some company. Somebody open the door for you, and you'll say thank you to that person for something as trivial as opening the door because you're taught to say, like, yo, that's just nice manners. But how often do you say thank you to yourself? How often, you know what I'm saying? Like, how often do you say, yo, thank you, Penn, for sticking it out so long and developing a talent?
Mhm.
Thank you, Penn, for not giving up on those days that you thought you would have. You never say stuff. The only time you acknowledge yourself is when you're doing something wrong. Like, dang, bro, I can't believe you were so stupid to do that. And it's only so long your mind can go without you expressing gratitude to it before it gets frustrated.
Yeah.
So you got to be self-centered, and like people think that that self-centered piece is a bad thing, but it's not, bro. When you're self-centered, that's a balance. You're saying I'm centered with myself. How could that be bad?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when you're centered with yourself like that, you start to see. I can see Smooth as an extension of myself. When I look at you, I see another man. You know what I'm saying? I see another man trying to do his own individual thing. So I see
Yeah.
myself in you because I do the same thing. So
You're right.
now, I was self-centered. I can see you. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
can appreciate your existence and your being here. But it'll
Right.
never happen until you focus on yourself. That sounds deep. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to be deep, but like, bro,
Right. Yeah, you really do gotta look at yourself because I think because another thing what was it? Yeah, it was Will Smith. He was talking about Jada or whatever, and he was like I'm only responsible for making me happy. You know
right,
what I'm saying? Like Jada, she's responsible for making herself happy, and if she's not happy, it's not my job to turn around and make her happy. That's her issue. That's
right,
her thing. You know what I'm saying? Like she has to find happiness within herself, and then we can be happy together. Because
right,
otherwise, she's bringing misery into my world.
right,
Like I'm
right.
paraphrasing that last part, but you know what I'm
But
saying. That's basically what he was saying. Like like if you ever even had like a friend that was like low key, like just negative all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like that friend is hard to be around when once you find yourself and you realize like, okay, this is who I am. This is how positive. This is the mindset I have, and this is what I'm doing. Like it's hard to be around negative people,
mm-hmm.
real hard. Like, and you can root them out real quick. Like as soon
Oh
as
yeah,
you're like, why are you so negative?
negative, bro. It's because they never seen positive in their life, bro. And
Mm.
people like to put it under a disguise, bro. And I know we so far off topic, but like people like to put it in a guise, like, hey, I'm not negative, I'm a realist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And they
yeah,
say that I'm not negative, I'm a realist. But why is it that your reality is only negative? You know what I'm saying?
boy.
That's something to think about.
I'm gonna have to clip that. I'm gonna clip that.
Real talk, bro.
Yeah.
Like people say, "Yo, I'm not being negative, Penn. I'm being realistic." Why is your reality only negative? Because
Mhm.
I'm a realist, but my reality is positive.
Right.
I see positive things, bro. I speak life, bro. I put life out. You know what I'm saying? And I get life out it, bro. I put love in my temple. I find peace, bro. That's how I do. Your reality, you gotta scope that. And those people, they can't help but scope a negative reality. Why? Because that's all that they're used to. They may have had a bad upbringing. You know what I'm saying? I get that. But at some point, you have to, you know what I'm saying? All they can do is look at the fence. The fence looks like this. At some point, they got to train themselves to peek over and realize it's a whole new world over there. But until they
Yeah.
do that, bro, those friends are always gonna have a very closed mind. You don't want to share no ideas with them. You don't, because they just gonna put out, and they're not trying to be mean about it. They're not trying to say, "Oh, bro, I think your idea sucks." They're genuinely coming from a place of concern for your well-being, but
Yeah.
they just can't see past their negative scope of reality.
Facts, man. Hey, that's some real ish right there, man. That's real. That's real.
Man, that's what I think about, bro.
Real. That's real, man. Man, I found myself in that same space though, man. Because as I like really started to like internalize myself, because I realized like a lot of things like was me. You know what I'm saying? Once you get to the point where you're like, yo, like this is me, this is me, this is
Mhm.
me, this is me. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter what it is, I always go back to okay, what could I have done differently? You know what I'm
Right,
saying? What did I do to elicit that response? Because 9 to the 10, it really was like some way along the line that was you. You know what I'm saying? So once I got to that space, I started to eliminate a lot of BS in my life because I started to instantly go, okay, I can see what it's doing. I'm finna either A, change conversation, or B, I'm leaving. I'm out already. You know what
right,
I'm saying? Like
right,
already just pull myself back and like nah, that's not me. That's not me. Like, oh, I don't fuck with y'all or fuck with this thing no more. Like no, it just really there's no positivity to be found in it. You know, there's nothing good to be found here. Like why would I put myself through that? You
right.
know, no
You're
reason.
absolutely right, bro. You're right. You're right. I agree. I'm 100% with you, bro. I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm here.
man. Yeah, man. And then like people like evaluating they somebody else's world, you know what I'm saying, instead of worrying about their own. Like I don't think about nobody else's situation.
Right.
None. Like
Right.
I'm only thinking about mine. And that
Right.
comes off sounding so crazy and selfish. But when you think about it, like if you're really handling you, you know what I'm saying, and then something happens where you really got to step up for somebody else, like somebody that you actually care about, you know, you can then take care of them and not hurt yourself because you've already been taking care of yourself.
You got to put your air mask on first, bro. It's like they say on the planes, man. If this mother going down, you got to put your mask on first.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. You got to put your mask on first, and then you can help other people, bro. And that's something I had to learn. That's some game that I had to pick up, bro. I have a very big heart, like a very big heart. Like I'll go out my way for a lot of people, and
Yeah.
I had to train myself to not be as accessible with that certain level, you know what I'm saying? And the problem is if everybody had a big heart, because everybody says they do, but if everybody had a big heart, having a big heart wouldn't be a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody had a big heart because everybody would be appreciative of that. But when you do stuff for people and then like you started to notice a trend, like I'm enabling this person or this person is using me, it just it's downhill from that, bro. Um, it's a slippery slope, bro. So you know what I'm saying. So long as we all taking care of ourselves, and like I say, if we all focus on each other, we'll be straight.
Facts, facts, facts. So I'm trying to think of do I have anything else musically to so that freestyle, how'd that freestyle come about, bro?
The freestyle, bro, man. Bro, I'm just lucky for Christian and P Smooth, man. Shout out 96.5 to Box, man. Shout out 96.5 to Box. It just happened to hit me up, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it's real like it was like some, you know, real like, you know, a opportunity. They was just like, hey, man, we doing this series. We want you to come up here. Do your thing, bro. We gonna, you know what I'm saying? You gonna rap to one local artist beat, and then the rest of the beats, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna hear before. Like, so I didn't hear the other beats before. And they
Wow.
were just throwing them on there. But they was like, so you know what I'm saying, come with it, you know what I'm saying? You know, come with your best. And when it was time to come up there, I'm nervous, bro. I've never been to a radio station. I'm sweating, I'm shaking. Like I feel like Eminem at the opening of 8 Mile, like when he runs to the bathroom and throw up. That's me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like so nervous. Um, and yeah, they let me rock. You know what I'm saying? They let me rock.
Right.
Um,
Oh,
and so
yeah, that was old. That was old. I accidentally clicked on it.
it's all good. They let me rock, bro. And I was like, cool. Um, and you know, I wasn't like it's saying I don't want to sound like I'm being cocky or nothing like that, but when I after like I got done, I was like, man, I didn't do as good as I could have. I was kept telling my bro that, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And but when the video came out, I was like, I did really well, bro. I
Yeah,
did
yeah,
pretty.
yeah, yeah. And the reception showed. The reception showed. The
Oh yeah,
reception.
they like you, bro. I was like, I did pretty well, bro. I'm proud of myself, you know what I'm saying? But I want to come back up there. I feel like I'm at a point now, you know what I'm saying? I was battling self-doubt then, man.
Mhm.
I'm at a point where I feel like I can come 1,000%, you know, better. I can do this a lot better. But that's how it came about, bro. Christian reached out to me. Christian threw me the oop, so I appreciate him.
Yeah,
96.5 The Box, the night show, man. Make a YouTube channel. Subscribe to that YouTube channel. 96.5 The Box, man. They really building a platform for local artists. If you feel like you got bars, you need to be up there. You need to be emailing 96.5 The Box to make sure you can be the next person on there and go crazy. Kill it, bro. Kill it.
right. Hold on, man. We're gonna take a brief. I also want to thank Christian and P Smooth because P Smooth number one made my logo. You know what I'm saying? And then he also did an interview earlier. Then Christian came on. He did an interview earlier, and I feel like you know what I'm saying. And then also their manager Skywalker came on, and I feel like them three giving me those interviews and that look was so great. I'm saying because it like allowed me to like I can add different people now. You know what I'm saying? And other people are like, oh yeah, yeah. I'll come on. You know what I'm saying? I'll fool with you. You know what I'm saying? I see what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Out here, I'm like, dang. I'm like, okay. Because at first, like, it was like, I was just like, I was just asking, and people are like, oh, okay, or I might, you know what I'm saying? I might come,
Yeah, yeah.
uh, but then like, you know what I'm saying? Some people give you that kind of like that I guess they need you to have that stamp of approval by somebody that they respect.
And that's what I was saying with the feature game, bro. Like, I just had to get a stamp of approval for my work. So I get it, bro. Like, I get it.
Yeah, 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 for sure, for sure. Yeah, so okay. So yeah, you did the freestyle or whatever. What else? What else? So have you music videos? So what music videos do you have? Are you planning on shooting some like after COVID is over?
Right. For Penn's Bayou or just
Yeah,
in general?
they're just
Um, for Penn's Bayou, at this point in time, bro, I feel like I've done well, not everything I could do, but there's a real momentum train, right? And I'm not saying Penn's Bayou is, you know what I'm saying, come to an end, but as an artist, bro, it's only for me, maybe it's the Virgo in me or whatever. There's only so long that I really like am a fan of my own work, right? Before I
fat.
want next.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like as far as me, like Penn's Bayou was a chapter in my life, and I'm not saying I'm closing it because we still pushing it. But as far as like music videos and stuff like that, if I wanted to do that for me to be really energetic and really have that genuine, because now if I put it out, I just be like putting it out to say, hey, I just put out some more content. Y'all go back and stream the album. But
Mm,
you know what I'm saying? When I put it out, I want to be like emotionally invested in it. I
fat.
look back at Penn's Bayou and now I'm past that. Like that was me battling stuff that I beat it.
Hmm.
And I hadn't 100% beat it, but like I'm good now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have my coping mechanisms. I tell myself like, hey, whenever I start feeling the thoughts, like, yo, calm down
Mm,
for me. So for this next project, I'm definitely gonna have some dope visuals, man. I'm really visuals are actually my favorite part of this whole music thing. So like
mhm.
if you ever check out any of my music videos, like some of them are just like fun, like dress up music videos, but like the more conceptual ones, I got a song called Black Mirrors. That's old. We talking like 2017, but that one was like that was like it was about the bystander effect. So like
Mhm.
when something terrible happens, like a car accident, instead of running to see if everybody's okay, the first thing we do is pull out our phone and record.
Right.
That's the concept that I worked on that music video. You know what I'm saying? So like visuals are my thing, bro. And me and Al Cavani, we have great chemistry. Like I said, I only work if I like, and that's probably gonna hinder me in the future, but I can only work successfully if I really like you as a person.
Right. Right.
That's just
Well,
who I am.
that just keeps the energy genuine. That's what I would say. It keeps it genuine. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
there's a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like I hear them say, "Oh, I paid. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever amount of I gave. I think some dude said I gave Kevin Gates 10 bands. You know what I'm saying to give me a verse, and I'm like,
Why?
but I'm like, why though?
Why?
Like, what did it do for you? You still in the same position after that verse. That 10K, you actually could have used it in advertising or shooting a video. You could have did so much more with it
Or
than
some
get
or
that
some
first. Yeah. And that's
bro.
no,
I'm telling you, like
yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
I said, I have like I'm listening like that. That's where I'm at. Like, cause bro, I don't ever blast out my money or anything like that. But I've saved up. It took me a long time, but I've saved up. You know, what I'm saying enough for my budget plan for this next project. And so, like, like I got enough to where I can do some really cool things. And I had to ask myself, what do you want to do? You know, what I'm saying I could have went out and looked for like some of my favorite rappers. I'm like, yo, I really want to pay this person for a feature, but I'd rather not, man, because when you do that, like it's cool to say, yo, I got this celebrity feature. It's really cool. But the problem with it that also comes along with it, you're only getting like, you're getting what I call feather fans. You know what I'm saying? Like you're
Hmm.
getting fans who are, they're going to be there with you till the wind blows. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? 'Cause they're just coming in like, yo, like my favorite rapper's on this track. Let me listen to it. Chances are they probably going to skip through your verse, to be honest, anyways, to get to their favorite verse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But with me, I don't want that, bro. I'm building a support system. That's what I've always tried to do. I'm building a support of people who rock with me. They don't rock with me off the fact that I've done this with so and so, or I've done this with so. They rock. They're invested in me. You know what I'm saying? Every time I have like
Mm-hmm.
my most realist, like my supporters, every time they message me on Instagram or something like that, they always say stuff. And even on Penn's Bayou, I said that all them DM messages be keeping me going, bro. I get a lot of DMs, and people be saying bro, like I 100% thoroughly believe it. Like these people I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
they've invested in me. I didn't do it off of, and I don't. I'm not talking like I have like a million people support system,
Right.
but these are people who I would rather have 100 solid fans than a
Yeah.
thousand in the wind fans. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because when COVID is up and I start throwing shows and stuff, these 100 people, if they can, they gonna come out.
Right.
And nobody comes to a concert by themselves. Most people don't. Some
Yeah.
people might. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But if everybody brought one person, that's 200 people in one room,
Yeah.
after COVID. And you got enough to have a really lit concert.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have 1,000 people who listen to you only on Instagram, and you like, yo, will you come out to my show? I don't know, man. So and so's having a kickback that same day. I see what I can do though, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want that.
Facts. Facts. Yeah. That's that. Yeah. That's. I ain't got no other way to put that. That was a good way to put that because yeah, I see that with a lot of artists. You can see it with bigger acts. You
Mm-hmm.
know, they have that big single, has those features, and then they go put out that album, and
And it
them numbers not
flops.
looking the
The
same.
numbers don't add up. They don't add up.
Yeah, especially when you get to looking at the feature amount, like you know what I'm saying, like how an album flop, and you got Drake and like like Lil Baby on it.
Boy, Drake, Big Sean, Nicki Minaj, and then your album flops. It's like, bro, nobody was invested in you. They were invested in Drake. They were invested in Nicki Minaj and Lil Baby. They were
Yeah,
invested in those people. So they came to listen to their verses, and then they skated. Those are the only songs they downloaded. They didn't download your album. And like I say, with the world we living in with this stream game, man, like those streams are those streams are important, man. But what's even more important, because you don't really get paid off streams. Streams are like, bro, you get paid like, bro, like I'm gonna be transparent, bro. Like, um, when I first dropped Sober Nights, like this is when I first started. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I did like 20,000 streams. You know what I'm saying? 20,000 streams. And that sounds like to somebody who doesn't know music, like, dang, bro, 20,000 people rock with your music. I got paid. I think my check that came in for my royalties, I think I got like, I think about $4. You get what I'm saying? So what that I'm saying that to say, boom, I did 20,000 streams. I made $4, bro. I put out merch. I started making my own shirts. I had this isn't a pen, but I had pins by Penn Davis. Like I was giving out pins with my name on them. I thought it was clever. I was doing that and selling merch, bro. Now I made $4 off the actual music, but off my merch, man, I made 5 bands. Just 3 years. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
And I didn't know that's how music worked until I did it myself. And I was like, oh man. So the music is important, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get that buy-in on your streams, but understanding that merch and understanding, you have to have a real solid fan base. Like it's different to download your stuff for free, but who's gonna actually go and spend $20 to buy a t-shirt from you? Once
right.
you get those are the people that are your solid support system.
Yep.
So yeah, that's it.
Facts. Facts. I feel that. I feel that, man. Man, we went over a lot.
We did.
We went over a lot, man. Is there anything else you want to talk about, man?
Bro, I'm good, man. We in a new space, man. New album, bro. Next year. I ain't either January or February, but even before that, I got some real cool stuff. I don't want to say too much because I want to give out my ideas before I do them. But
Right, right. I
I got
feel that.
some really cool ideas that's coming even before the album drop. So before the album drop, people will still be getting like new content, new music,
Facts.
new all kinds of stuff. But I got some really crazy ideas. it's gonna be cool, bro. The album's coming January, February. I ain't gonna put a timestamp on myself.
Yeah.
Stay rocking with me, Smooth, when it come out, bro. I'm definitely gonna send it to you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Check it out.
for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, just let me know, man. Let me know, man. Yeah, I'll definitely do a review. Like I wasn't even doing reviews when I heard your project. Like I didn't even have this channel when I heard your project the first time. Um, but yeah, like next time you drop, I'm definitely gonna be doing like a first reaction
Hey,
type deal. You know what I'm saying? I'll
definitely,
be doing a review, like
definitely.
for sure, man. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be something I want to listen to. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go back to what I said at the very beginning. Like it's not like it's not like I'm forcing myself to listen to you. Like, no, I want to hear what you gotta say next. You know?
Man, thank you, bro. I'm telling you, I appreciate that, bro. I got some real stuff to talk about, bro. Like it's a journey, bro. Like this, I don't even want to get an album name out because it gives away too much.
Yeah,
But
hold on to that. Don't put that out right here. Don't put
just
that out. Hold on to that.
I'm telling you, bro, like it's here though. Like people don't do this anymore. We finna skate, man. But I have to write on paper. I can't write on phones. Like, but
Yeah.
this is like all of this is album. You just you know what I'm saying. You just flip through it. It's just album, album, album. All of this is album. And this is man, it's some great stuff on here.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. For sure, man. So, hey, look, we gonna be on the lookout for it, man. Let me know when you got it. At least, yeah. Let me know. You know what I'm saying, when you got it coming out. You know what I'm saying. I'll shamelessly plug it on
Yeah,
any and every episode. You know what I'm saying, because you know what I'm saying. You done made a fan out of me. You know what I'm saying. So, I
made a
appreciate
supporter out of it, bro.
supporter. Excuse me. You done made a supporter out of me. You know what I'm saying. So I wish you nothing but the best. You know what I'm saying. I want to see you you grow and reach those plateaus that you know what I'm saying, like your talent level has for you to reach, man.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Same to you, Smooth. Same to you. I'm saying we're gonna have another conversation on here, bro.
Oh yeah.
And who knows how long it is from now, but by the next time we have it, it'll be one of the top what I'm saying, platforms for hip hop artists to come on. It won't just be me. It'll be Lil Baby. It'll be what I'm saying, somebody. I see it, bro. I
Right,
see
right. Man, and I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that a lot, man. I do. I really do, man. Um, man, well, yeah, this is episode 23. We'll catch y'all another time. We out.
sure.